Ahmad Khan. On behalf of the department, on behalf of the HRDC, MMTC, Aligarh Muslim University, and on behalf of the coordinator, Dr. Muhammad Tahir of the short-term course, which is being held now today at this time. Welcome all the, firstly we welcome the director of the HRDC, MMTC, because of her, we could be able to organize this short-term course to the faculty members as well as to the research scholars. Really, it's a greater opportunity for us to share our experiences being the Department of Social Work. There is a great contributions toward the community engagement and upliftment of the community through various methods of the social work. So it was really for us, it is a privilege and really honor to the Department of Social Work to welcome Dr. Faiza Abbasi, who is the director of the UGC I welcome our coordinator, Professor Dr. Muhammad Tahir. Really, he has designed the whole program and interacted and getting the engagements of the various faculty members, resource persons from the different universities of India, central universities as well as the state universities. Really, about 16 resource persons will be interacting with the this whole program of 1 week. So I also welcome all the resource persons who really given the consent and to share their experiences with the esteemed faculty members of the different universities, different departments, and the research scholars. I also welcome all the faculty members of different universities and the departments who have joined this course. About 107 faculty members have joined this prestigious program. As we know that in the new education policy, there is a thrust upon the community engagement as well as the social work institutions for the interventions for the psychological support, with different types of the counseling guidance to the students at the college level, at the university level. So since there is an emphasis in the new education policy 2020, so it was really the golden opportunities to why not to share with all the faculty members of the different universities. And that's why we are very much thankful to Dr. Faiza Basi for giving us the opportunity. Once again, it will be the three lectures will be delivered every day from today onward to the 28th. Uh, in between, there will be the MCQs test and the teacher's presentation. It has been forward to all of you, and accordingly, we will manage the whole session of this short-term course. So now, once again, I welcome all the participants, the coordinator, faculty members of the Department of Social Work, and at the most, Dr. Faiza Basiu, the director of the HRDC MMTC. Thank you very much. Now I will request Dr. Faiza Basi to please enlighten.
Yes,
Please, you please start with so that
thank
they
you.
may feel. Thank you very much. Okay.
I think my voice is echoing. Professor Naseem
Uh,
Saab, thank you so much. But
it
let
is
me
audible to
check
all of
this
us.
first. I think I will.
Well, it is audible. Okay.
There's some echo in my.
Okay. Okay.
I will join. I will join again. You can engage them for another 2 minutes. I'll join you again.
I'm engaging now.
वही ज्वाइन कर लीजिए
Okay. All right. Dear esteemed faculty members, as we know that in the new education policy, there is a thrust upon the environmental enlightenment, environmental engagements, as well as the empowering the community towards the holistic development of the society. And really, so keeping on view, we have taken that there is a psychological need among the students of the undergraduate level as the PG level. So we have also organized the programs on the mental health, psychological well-being. Similarly, we have also tried to engage the what the social work is doing in the discipline of the community engagement, community organization, upliftment of the society, particularly those who are disadvantaged and marginalized section of the society. So really, since the HR Ministry of Education is emphasizing over the involvement of the whole community towards the nation development. And since we are doing in the social work discipline, we are engaging the whole community. We are really by the using the techniques of the PRA, PLA. We really let the community to come forward for the identification of their problems, for the solution of their problems. So really, it's a larger task on the part of the social work discipline. Why? Because globally, if we say that it is really promote the justice, the social change, development, and really it provides the holistic approach to the development of the whole society. So really, we are having this opportunity. Why not to share our experiences, what we are doing in the field, in the community, with the working with the individuals, working with the group members, with working with the community and the society at large, to share with you what the approaches we are taking so far, what types of the activities we are doing. So keeping in view the resource persons from the Delhi University, the School of Social Work, from the Jamia Millia Islamia, the senior professor from the DU, Professor Sanjay Bhatt will be interacting with you. From the Jamia Millia Islamia, Professor Zubair Minai will be interacting with you. Similarly, from the various institutions like the management institution, Professor Narendra Kumara will be acting with you. Dr. Naveen Kumar, who is really very much senior about that one and in the working in the discipline of the community development, he will also be sharing his experiences. Professor S.M. Khan, who is the well-known figure in the department in the discipline of the psychology, he will be interacting. Professor Akbar Hussain, who is the DLIT and awarded so many times, he will also be interacting with all you. Professor Anup Kumar Bhartiya from the Lucknow University, he will be here. Professor Shazia Manzoor from the Kashmir University will also be with all of you. Professor uh, Another professor, Dr. Arshad Hussain, will be, because he is very much expertise in the disaster management. So he will be talking about how the community may be engaged for the disaster management. And similarly, a number other discipline members, the resource persons will also be interacting. So really, will be the very much interesting sessions in coming days. So. With this hope that you will be enjoying and you will be getting enlightening with these resource persons interactions. So
So can I,
So can
is
I,
this
is
now?
this now?
No, it's
No,
echoing
it's
again.
echoing again.
Probably somebody
Probably
has
somebody
joined
has
from
joined from
two
two
devices. Mazhar,
devices. Mazhar,
are you there?
are
नसीम
you
सर,
there? Sir,
नसीम सर
Naseem
आप
sir,
म्यूट
आप
करेंगे
mute
इको
करेंगे
नहीं
echo
होगा.
नहीं होगा.
हेलो, नाउ इट्स परफेक्ट.
Is
नाउ
that
इट्स ओके
fine
मैम.
now? हाँ,
या
अब ठीक है. Thank you so much. Okay, so welcome, dear participants, to our short-term course on community engagement here at the UGC MMTTC AMU. I'm very glad I can see 49 people here, and 107 participants have shown their interest in doing this course. And A, I want to welcome you to the UGC MMTTC. B, I want to welcome you to the Aligarh Muslim University, a university of great international repute and of historical importance, and hence, rightfully so, an institution of national importance. Several institutions of the country, like Vishwa Bharati and BHU and AMU, have been declared as institutions of national importance. So, this university, which was upgraded to a university by an act of the parliament in 1922, was actually founded as the Madarsatul Uloom in 1875. And then the MAO College was its subsidiary iteration in 1877. And hence, I'm very proudly saying this here that by the next year, we will be celebrating our sesquicentennial, that is the 150th anniversary of our establishment. So, these traditions of excellence that we have maintained over a long period of time, which you will see partly also in this course in the form of our best practices that we will be implementing here. So, what I want to say is that all our lectures are going to start on time, all our sessions are going to be held regularly, and the resource persons you will interact with will be of some substantial quality, I must say, who are also following these traditions of excellence. I can see I have participants from almost all over the country. So, just like AMU itself is called Mini India, and it was very rightfully called a Mini India by none other than the Prime Minister of the country in the centenary address. I can also see sort of a mini India in front of me. I know here we have participants from uh, the east and the west and the north and the south of the country, participants coming from various states, various regions, speaking different languages and adhering to different cultures, but all here for some learning, and that too for some learning in community engagement. Now, my dear participants, higher education, of which we are all practitioners. Higher education, the world over, has three pillars. Just like there are three stakeholders of any higher education institution, of course, the students and staff and the teachers being these three stakeholders. Similarly, for higher education, the important three pillars are teaching and learning, research and innovation, and outreach and community services. So, the activities of a higher education institution, the sub units and the sub institutions within an institution, they are classified accordingly. And in the same vein, the faculty, which is performing the main task of practicing higher education in the institution, is also classified accordingly. So, in all universities, in all higher education institutions, it is seen that there is research faculty, there are professors who excel at research. So, probably they are teaching a little less, but then they do teach. Nobody can sever his or her connection from teaching if one is in a position of a faculty in a higher education institution. Moving on, uh, in most colleges, we see 80-90% of the workforce and of the time that is spent is devoted and dedicated to teaching and learning, classroom teaching, and in the re envisioned classroom of the 21st century, online and digital teaching, like we are doing here now, today, in this online course, or the MOOCs, sort of a massive open online courses, that mode, or various other modes of teaching on the digital platform. The third pillar, that is the pillar of outreach and community service, is an integral pillar of every higher education institution. And this is what this course is all about. See, we have to go through the NAC assessment and accreditation almost every year. The AQAR has to be compiled and has to be submitted every year. Every 5 years, if we are a government funded, UGC funded institution, it is compulsory for us to go through a NAC assessment and accreditation. Now, along with that, these days there are a lot of ranking and accreditation agencies also in India and abroad. In India, since 2015, when the NIRF was launched by the Ministry of Human Resource Development, which is now the Ministry of Education. Since then, NIRF is the most credible and the most widely applicable. But then there are others too. There's Outlook, there's India Today. Then in the international arena, starting the beginning of this century, this millennium, there has been Times Higher Education, there is now Shanghai rankings, there is now QNS rankings. All of them are ranking institutions on various parameters. Teaching learning being one, innovation and research being another, internationalization being another, publication, student employability. Of late, what has started figuring quite prominently in all these ranking, accreditation, and assessment frameworks is campus sustainability and institutional social responsibility. So, Tahir Saab, if you please mute yourself for now. Yeah, thank you so much. So, institutional social responsibility and campus sustainability are figuring now more and more prominently in the ranking and assessment frameworks of all the agencies for all the higher education institutions. Now, when I'm saying higher education institution, I mean more than 1,000 universities of our country. I mean more than 50,000 colleges of our country. And I also mean close to 100 standalone institutions like the IITs and the ISERs and the IIMs, and there is the Indian Institution of Sciences, and there are the NITs, and so on and so forth, NITs and triple ITs, IIT DM, etc. Now, for all of them, campus sustainability measures, whether they are recycling their waste, whether they are treating their wastewater, how much not solar and other renewable energy resources there are using, non-conventional energy resources they are using, whether there is enough focus on environmental education, awareness, and sensitization. So these are the things. So these are the things on which assessment of institutions is being done. Recently, I went to one of the IIMs, top high-ranking IIMs of the country, and I saw that while they were landscaping their campus, what they did was that they made a big water reservoir right in the middle of the campus where they can collect all the rainwater, and they have rainwater harvesting also, because it's in Udaipur, it's a dry region getting very little rainfall. So that's what they're doing, and they have made it a part of the campus, a part of the campus life. They have enabled students activities around it. They have built students activities around it. So these are the things we do apart from teaching and research. Now, I'm very glad to share with you that here at the Aligarh Muslim University, we have a very, very strong third pillar of education, that is outreach and community service. Very strong third pillar of education. Now, as part of this, we are doing adoption of villages, this Department of Social Work, from which you have a very dedicated team of Dr. Tahir and the chairperson, Professor Naseem, who was just engaging you, and his team of young assistant professors who will be assisting him in implementing this course. They have been doing outreach services by adopting 5 villages. This university has a urban health center and a rural health center, which are being managed by the social and preventive medicine department, and health camps and vaccinations and small surgeries being regularly taken up at the urban and rural healthcare centers. I consider that this activity, that the UGC MMTTC, with me at the leading position, is bringing to you there at your doorstep, this activity of learning, is also an outreach activity. And that way, I become a faculty which is classified as an outreach faculty. Just like there is faculty which is classified as research faculty, and there's faculty which is classified as teaching and learning faculty. Recently, we have a Center for Women's Studies here. The director was telling me the other day, she's a good friend, that in the meetings that they have with the UGC regarding funding and review and others, they are being asked this important question of whether they are doing any groundwork to change the situation at the grassroots, and what change in the society they have brought by this sector. So, dear participants, these are things that are really important. Whether you are a teacher of chemistry or physics or botany or zoology, whether you are a teacher of nanotechnology or biotechnology, just like there is some research and multidisciplinary research opportunity in your subject, in the same vein, there is always an opportunity of community outreach in your subject area. So even if 5% of your total professional, work, career time, you're devoting to that, the outcome may be very substantial. So in this vein, we have conceptualized and we have curated very carefully, hand curated this course for you. Dr. Tahir, along with the team of resource persons and assistant coordinators under the very, very able guidance of Professor Naseem Ahmed, who's the chairperson of the Department of Social Work, has brought together this course. And as he has been discussing the timetable with you, each of the lectures are being organized for you to learn about community service, some about sustainability, some about women empowerment, some about engaging with the funding organizations. And all I want to request you is that when you, of course, I will be speaking to you on the valedictory also, but all I want to request you is that at the end of this course, when you come out with your certificates, maybe you will have some inspiration, some enlightenment, and some bright ideas about how you can do the interweaving of community outreach in your scheme of academic performance. Because there are API scores also, and they get you promotions also because of this. So, this course we are implementing with great care, with great love for you. Please join on time. You will have 3 sessions in the morning every day, and your afternoons are for your passive learning. So in the afternoons, there will not be any live session. We will not have a Google Meet link shared with you. All you need to do is that make use of that time. So for from today onwards, today and tomorrow, you have time to make your teacher presentation. It's an essential part of your evaluation. Please take that time off to make a video lecture of 5 to 7 minutes and to upload that video lecture in your Google Classroom. A resource person assigned by Dr. Tahir and Dr. Naseem will be logging into Google Classroom. You need not be there, and he will or she will evaluate your video lectures as they have been uploaded. And then you have another two MCQ tests. One is based on your general knowledge of the NEP. We are doing it this year only because this year and the last year too, NEP has been a big focus. And the other MCQ will be for your knowledge and learning that has happened in this course. So there are two MCQs, and one is your overall performance, whether you have been punctual, whether you have been regular, whether you have maintained, adhered to discipline in the course, like that. So I request you to take your time to join your classes on time and to prepare your assignments on time and upload your assignments on time. I am going to be there with you. I will see you once almost every day. And my entire team, Mr. Mazhar Haider Zaidi, who's here right now and who's made the group for you and who's managing these links, will be sending you the links on the groups for you to join the course, and everybody else at the UGC, MMTTC, as well as at the Department of Social Work is there for you at your service. So I think today you have joined without any issues, and I don't think there will be any issues, but if there are, you are most welcome to contact us. We're just phone call away. But what I will suggest is that instead of relying too much on phone calls, it is better that participants may please write an email to me with your full details, the course that you are pursuing with us, as well as your name and affiliation and college name and host institution name, etc. So if you have any issues, you're not able to join the Google Classroom, you're not able to join the group, you have been given the selection letter but you're not a part of the group, I mean there can be any a number of technical hassles that you want to bring to our notice. Please bring that to our notice by an email. Last, I would like to share some do's and don'ts of technical etiquette in an online classroom. Please don't unmute yourself without being asked to. If you have to speak, please raise your hand. The resource person and the coordinator will certainly give you time. One. Two, the raise your hand button is not for your attendance. It is for you to give us an indication that you want to say something, that you want to speak something. B, there is a button with an upward arrow which is for present now. Again, I want to reiterate that this is not for your attendance. Please press this button only when you have to make a presentation. Now, in this course, you do not have to make a presentation in a live online mode. We are taking your presentations in a recorded mode. So please do not press the present now button. We will have to remove you from the class if you press the present now button and you go from the class. And lastly, if your name is Mrinali Ramchiare, then there should be an email ID where the username is also Mrinali Ramchiari. And if you join by the email ID of your son or your husband or your friend or your colleague, then on the Google Classroom, we will not be able to evaluate your presentation and give you marks, because the name you have given for our enrollment list is the final name, which will get the certificate and which will get you the marks. So don't use any other email ID for joining the class as well as. So that's all I had to say, my dear participants. I am leaving you with your able coordinator. I can see two hands are raised, Rishan Kalita and Rilal Ramchiari. Do you want to say something? Rishan Kalita?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, any
My
question?
name, my name is Anupam Kalita. Actually, my son is Ishan Kalita, ma'am.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Okay, ma'am.
Anupam Kalita should join by the name of Anupam Kalita.
Okay,
Otherwise, the certificate will be given to Rishan Kalita.
okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So
Madam,
ensure that
uh,
you have an email ID where the username is your name as it has figured in the enrollment list that we have. Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Anybody else? You can please lower your hand now, Rishanji. Right. Sanjeev Swargyari, you have a question?
yes, ma'am. I'm Sanjeev Sargari, ma'am. But
Yeah.
I'm not included in the WhatsApp group, I think, ma'am.
Please send me an email.
Yes, ma'am. I will do it.
And also, if you're not included in the WhatsApp group, how you have joined this?
Ma'am, just I have collected from my colleague from the Gyanpi Degree College here. We are joining in this Anupam Kalita, Minali Ramsari, all we are from the Gyanpi Degree College, ma'am.
Very good. Thank you so much. You're welcome to the AMU.
Sir, please
We are,
check
we
you
are
are in the
very,
WhatsApp
very.
group. Sir, please check you are in the WhatsApp group. I've just checked.
Hmm.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Mrinali Ramshari, any question? Your hand is raised. So, Sanjeev ji, I think Mrinali is in your college. You know her.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Minali,
Tell her.
Anupam.
Please tell her that if she's not in the class, it's no use raising her hand. It will become all the more evident that she's not in the class.
Okay, ma'am. I'll
All
tell her.
right. Yeah, please do. Any other question, my dear friends? Okay, so thank you for joining us. And once again, I welcome you with us. I look forward to a very blessed time learning and knowing each other, making new friends with you all. I have to join another inaugural at 10. So I'm leaving you with your able coordinator and the team of coordinators at the social work department. I once again thank the chairperson, Professor Naseem Saab, for coming forward for doing this course with us. Please be on mute, everybody. And for any further discussions that you want to have on the timetable, or you want to know more about the social work department here, how they are doing the good work that they're doing with young students, and by adopting these 5 villages, the floor is open for that. Thank you very much. Have a very good day, and I hope that we come up to your expectations in bringing to you a very, very enriching learning experience. Thank you so much. It's over to Dr. Tahir, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable information about the Aligarh Muslim University. It will give certainly enlighten all the participants about what AMU exactly is. So, in the end, basically, I am giving you a vote of thanks to conclude this inaugural session. So, good morning, everyone. It is my honor and privilege to deliver this vote of thanks in this inaugural of this enlightening and enriching session of online short-term course on community engagement in higher education, which is organized from today, that is October 22 to 28. So we will all uh, hopefully present in all the sessions. So first and foremost, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to Professor Naseem Ahmad Khan, Chairman of the Department of Social Work at Aligarh Muslim University, for his invaluable guidance and support. His visionary leadership and constant encouragement have been the driving force behind the success of this short-term course. Sir, your dedication to fostering knowledge and empowering the students is truly commendable, and we are all grateful for the efforts you have put in to make this course a success. I would also like to express my thanks to Dr. Faiza Abbasi, ma'am, UGC, my you for her insightful support for this. Dr. Your commitment have enriched the learning experience, and participation has been a source of inspiration for us. Thank you for your time, energy, and dedication to making this course an impactful and meaningful for everyone. I extend to all persons, participants, and organizers who have contributed to the of this course. Cooperation and hard work have ensured that the course will meet its objective and provide significant value to all the attendees. Participants. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Professor Naseem Ahmad Khan Sahab and Dr. Faiza Abbasi ma'am for their unwavering support and leadership. So thank you all for making this short-term course meaningful, and from here and onward, our first lecture session at 5 a.m. So with this, it has already need anything, you just raise your hand so that when your resource person give you permission to open your mic, so you can open and participate in discussion. If you have any queries, questions, you can clarify that in the end as well. Huh? So this, as we all know, that we all are teachers, so we want to have and full participation in the course. Thank you. We'll join
Okay,
at 10:45.
thank you very much, sir.
Hmm. Hmm.
Thank you very much. Participants, one more thing I just want to tell you that please, it's a part of ethics that you should open the cameras also. आप लोग अपना कैमरा भी ऑन रखें, तो ये ऑनलाइन टीचिंग का एक एथिक्स है. आपको भी अच्छा नहीं लगता कि आप अगर पढ़ा रहे हो और आप किसी का कैमरा बंद हो तो दीवार से बात कर रहे हो. तो प्लीज ये इट्स अ रिक्वेस्ट फ्रॉम our side. I'm the technical person who's who's looking after all the technical things. My name is Sayyid Mazhar Haider Zaidi. So I'm requesting you to please switch on your cameras, because if you are doing course for just for a sake of doing course, then it will be a bad thing for us. Because when a professor who is taking a class is teaching you, is telling you something, and not getting the response from you guys, just like if you are saying like this, yes or no, it will be good for him to interact. आप खुद सोचिए, अगर आप बात कर रहे हो खुद और आपको सिर्फ और सिर्फ नामों से बात करनी पड़े, तो आप क्या, आप 1.5 घंटे की क्लास 1 घंटे की क्लास ले लोगे? नहीं, कभी नहीं ले सकते। मैं तो नहीं मानता कि आप ले लोगे, लेकिन इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन, अगर आप ले सकते हो तो इसलिए आप लोगों का कैमरा ऑफ होगा। और प्लीज रिक्वेस्ट एक और है कि कुछ लोगों ने जो है नाम, हाँ मैडम ने अभी कहा था कि नाम का थोड़ा सा था। सो प्रोफेसर एस पॉल, आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग यू टू प्लीज चेंज द नेम, please put your complete name so you can get the perfect attendance. और भी लोग हैं, जैसे और लोग पुराने हैं, जो मेरे ख्याल से 90% लोग पुराने हैं हमारे से एसोसिएटेड, जो हम मुझको भी और हमारे एचआरटीसी को, एमएमटीटीसी को जानते हैं। मैं देख रहा हूं चेहरे, मुझे अब देखिए वीडियो ऑन हुआ, मुझे पहचान में आने लगे लोग, जो पुराने लोग हैं। पुष्पेंद्र भाई हैं, ये देखिए भावना मैम हैं, ये तो पुराने लोग हैं, तो बहुत सालों से हमारे साथ में हैं। देखिए पूनम मैडम हैं, ये भी थी हमारे साथ से किया। तो आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग नाउ, मीट एट 10:45 now. Next session is at 10:45, I think. Just wait, I'll check it out. जी 10:45 पे दूसरा सेशन है, तो अच्छा खासा लंबा ब्रेक मिल रहा है। सो अगर आपको कोई क्वेश्चन हो, रमन जी, यस टेल मी। गूगल क्लासरूम का लिंक आपको इस बीच में मिल जाएगा, ताकि आप लोग गूगल क्लासरूम ज्वाइन कर लें। और प्लीज गूगल क्लासरूम gmail.com आईडी से ज्वाइन करिएगा, .ac.in वाली आईडी से नहीं ज्वाइन हो पाएगा, या कोई और आईडी अगर होगी याहू की, इसकी उसकी, तो उससे ज्वाइन नहीं हो पाएगा। .gmail.com आईडी से ज्वाइन होगा। रमन सर, रमन कलीटा, प्रियंका मैम, मैं अभी शेयर कर रहा हूं टाइम टेबल, आप थोड़ा सा
सर। हेलो
जी। रमन जी, जिसको सवाल पूछना है हाथ उठा ले, मैं फिर 1 by 1 ले लूंगा सवाल।
हेलो
मोहम्मद साहब, I want you to raise your hand, then I'll take your question. Ramanji, if you have any question, then
Yes,
raise your
I am
hand.
listening, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
So how can I join, sir?
What? Ramanji, what do you want to join?
No, I have already joined, sir.
You have raised your hand and you want to ask something.
No, sir. ऐसे ही मेरा
Okay, Ramanji, you may ask. You may ask. We don't have time.
no, ऐसे ही मेरा हाथ लग गया, sir. Nothing
Raman
to
sir, वो मोहम्मद अजहरुद्दीन सर,
yes
बताइए सर।
sir, you people are only speaking in Hindi. It is not convenient for us people from south side. We don't understand Hindi, so please can you please talk in English? It may be only comfortable for the participants from south side.
Mohammad Azharuddin sir, we'll try. Our medium of instruction is English, but we got a diverse kind of participants. So we cannot tell our resource person to be crudely in English or completely in Hindi also. It will be kind of a mixed kind of a thing. If you want to ask the question to the resource person, you may ask in English and he will answer in English also. But
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
we will prefer our resource person to speak in English. But it's like if we have got 100 participants, and around 80 to 90 participants don't understand English or 40 participants don't understand even a single word of English, then it will create a problem. We have to make a kind of thing that everybody should understand this 1 hour of class, and the half an hour of discussion will be of your in your own language if you want, in English or Hindi or Urdu. These three language will be preferred. Other than this, we cannot do that because we don't know that our resource person should know the SMEs or Malayalam and all like that. So we only prefer these three languages. So language, I am requesting everybody to please don't interrupt in between. बीच में जैसे लोग कर देते हैं, सर प्लीज इन हिंदी प्लीज, ये मत करिए. देखिए, एक आदमी की फ्लो स्टार्ट हुई क्लास लेने की, उसने पीपीटी ऑन किया, आपने जैसे ही उसने किया खट से आपने माइक खोला, सर प्लीज हिंदी, तो ये फ्लो खराब हो जाती है ना. ऑनलाइन में फ्लो बहुत जरूरी होता है. क्लास में तो आप बातचीत करते करते आप पढ़ा दोगे, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ऑनलाइन में फ्लो खराब हो जाती है थोड़ी सी. तो आप ये समझिए कि रिसोर्स पर्सन से हमने इंस्ट्रक्शन दे दिया है कि वो मल्टीलिंगुअल हो जाए, लेकिन अब जब वो ही इंग्लिश में पढ़ाएगा तो वी कैन नॉट टेल हिम टू बी, वी कैन ओनली टेल वंस. एक बार हम उसे कह सकते हैं कि वो हिंदी में पढ़ा दे, मल्टीलिंगुअल पढ़ा दे, लेकिन अब बार बार कहते हुए भी रिसोर्स पर्सन, बिकॉज आप समझ सकते हो ही इज अ प्रोफेसर, उनकी ईगो भी हर्ट हो सकती है. डॉक्टर ए बी, हु इज डॉक्टर ए बी?
Bhagar Saab, we will take care of in every lecture.
Yes,
Okay,
Dr. Tahir is
okay.
Dr. Tahir is there. Dr. Tahir is there. He knows it very well. I am telling you, he will take care of everything, multilingual, English and everything. So please,
Exactly.
बार बार हिंदी और इंग्लिश वाले उसमें आप बीच में टोकेंगे नहीं, प्लीज रिक्वेस्ट है. एंड दिस इज हु इज डॉक्टर ए बी? डॉक्टर ए बी. संजीव जी, आप सवाल पूछिए प्लीज. संजीव जी, आप क्वेश्चन पूछिए.
Sir, I am from Assam, Buxar district, sir.
जी सर, बताइए.
Sir, yes, my point is that this NAP is referring to the vernacular languages, sir. So this big platform can change the attitude of the people towards the vernacular.
Pardon.
Let me to interact. This
Yes.
NEP is not focusing over the particular language. Since we are the Indians, we must be knowing the other languages also. But as we know that the major emphasis is on the English speaking, because the medium of instruction is the English at the PG level, and being a teacher, we are knowing to that one. But the resource person will be asked to deliver the lecture as the audience needs so far. English, Hindi, there will be the mixed bilingual. So it will be depending upon the lecture to lecture. So please don't worry about the language. We will manage accordingly, whether it is English or in the Hindi, but there will be the mixed program. That's all. So
प्लीज
there
देखिए
is no
पार्टिसिपेंट्स.
direction. Of the government of India and Ministry of Education for emphasizing over a single language. There is no direction at all, neither in the NEP nor anywhere else. It is depending upon the situation to situation.
परफेक्ट आंसर था सर, परफेक्ट आंसर. थैंक यू वेरी मच. देखिए पार्टिसिपेंट्स, सबसे बड़ी चीज है कि हम ये हिंदी इंग्लिश और इस चीज पे ना जाएं. जो हमें मिल रहा है इन सेशंस से उसको लें और उससे अच्छा बच्चों को प्रोवाइड करें, है ना. प्लीज डू दिस.
Yes, right.
Our main emphasis should be what we are getting from this course and what we are going to do after this course. After doing this course, what will enhance in ourselves. हम अपने अंदर क्या बदलाव लेकर के आते हैं.
We will come forward towards the community engagement after the session is over, that the course is over, and then we will pledge to serve the community for their betterment. Since we are the responsible citizen, we share the social responsibility. So it is just to motivate our esteemed faculty members to really come forward, contribute to the society, and really it will be developments toward the development of the nation. So really we will be enriched with the resource persons delivery of lecture. So it's a very good direction of the Government of India and Ministry of Education to engage the higher education institution towards the community approach, community development. So we will learn a lot, and we are very much hopeful that really it will be the very interacting sessions throughout the week. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any other question, please? अगर नहीं है तो we will close the session because we have to come back.
Better to close the session now, and again we will meet on at 10:45.